Welcome to today's meditation. Thank you for being here. You're my best friend, and for a lot of reasons. You're here, for one. Two, you are committed to yourself, your mind, body, and soul being a priority in your life. And three, you are open-minded to restructuring and upgrading your operating system that is uniquely coded to you. And we are in a time in society, in the world, where there are mental bugs that are forming repetitive thoughts, loops. And we need to learn how to use our mind properly. Our mind is a battlefield. And I feel like as society, we've gotten very good at running our bodies and our soul, right? Through understanding nutrition and the things that we consume and physical fitness and the church system. I mean, there's so much support. The mind is really one of the last places to explore. And it's so vast and it's so beautiful. So let's go ahead and dive into the mind. I wanted to talk about this lack of understanding of the fact that God is the ultimate operating system, and that is really the term that we want to use, God, because language is its own codex. And if we're not using it properly, then we can't decode our system. So if we don't have a term for an operating system that we're using, then how am I going to identify the bugs within that operating system? I just can't. It's like me going to the Mac store and saying, you know, my computer is not working properly, and they ask me what year it's from, I don't even know. They ask me what operating system it has, I don't even know. How are they going to fix my computer? They don't know which system to go in. Okay, so people get very uncomfortable with the word God, but we need it, it's necessary, because otherwise I cannot identify the operating system that I'm speaking about, which is literally the entire universe. And so luckily for us, we have created a word in our vocabulary to identify that, and it is God, and it just encapsulates the operating system, which is everything. If I don't have a word to describe it, how can I decode it? So we need to stop being uncomfortable with this word, because if you're uncomfortable, please give me a name for your operating system. And not just your operating system, my operating system, the tree's operating system, the grass's operating system. And if it's source, that's a synonym for God. So let's just use God because it's all encompassing, and it is almost a personification of all of those things. And I'm actually targeting personified systems, which is you, which is me, which is a tree, which is grass. And that's why personifying the operating system above all of us as God is the best thing we can do, because technically source can be used to mean lots of different things, like a source of a stream, a source of power. So God is a name for an operating system. We use other words to kind of delineate and make universal terms, but it actually creates more confusion. Because technically, if there wasn't context around the word source, you actually wouldn't know what I was talking about. But if there was no context around the word God, you would know what I was talking about. So that is why we want to use the word God, because it is a operating source, and we are deprogramming code right now, and we are on the battlefield that is the mind. And without the proper terminology, I can't live in a world where I have to provide context around an operating system for us to decode it. Because if I don't use the term, I cannot decode it, because I'm too busy creating context around another word so that you feel comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable with the word God, you better get comfortable, because this decoding process is not for the weak of heart. You need to be strong to go through this. There are other codes out there. There are other operating systems below God that are trying to get you into those operating systems. So if I don't pick the top word for the highest operating system, then you might be in a lower operating system that's within the program. And that doesn't mean anything. There's a hierarchy here. You know, the operating system that encapsulates all of us is God, known as God. It's the ultimate operating source. It's the operating system. It's the ultimate operating system. Excuse me, I got confused with my words there. See? Operating source. I mean operating system because it's a system. And if we don't have a word for that, and then some being called Peter comes in and presents itself as the ultimate source, power, etc., there is a lot of power lost if you don't have a connection to the ultimate operating system, which is God. And then you have Peter come to you and Peter says, Peter's God. And you're so confused in your definition of God that you accept that. So I am trying to just say, God is the ultimate operating system, which contains everything that we know of. And anything that presents itself as that ultimate operating system and says that it is God, it is not, because there is only one God. And God is God. And it doesn't have any other name. And that is why you want to use the word God, because something else can present itself very easily as source, universal power. I mean, I could literally present myself as source or universal power. I mean, it's so convoluted, that definition, that it could really apply to a blade of grass or a stream of water. It's a beautiful word. I love it. I think it's beautiful. But for this purpose, it is too broad. So please get comfortable with the word God and understanding that it is the ultimate operating system. And Mother Earth is the body. That is the ultimate body on planet Earth. And it includes your body. Because you came from the earth, you will go back to the earth, right? Your body deteriorates. You built up your body by eating food and all of these things. It's the physical side. And God is the ultimate operating system. That is the soul, the source that you are getting energy from. It is God. And then in the middle of that is the mind, your mind. That is your unique coding system. That is your name. That is who you are individually. And you are receiving your own unique transmission and combination of physicality that creates that mind and is very uniquely coded to you and is such a treasure and such a gift, and only you will ever know the complexity of your own mind. It is gorgeous. It is phenomenal. It is complex. It is something that only you get to experience. And we're so glad that you do. Because I need you to experience that. God wants you to experience that. Mother Earth wants you to experience that. I'm glad that you're you. Thank you for being you. And it might not be easy all the time. So as we go through this decoding process, please understand that God is the ultimate operating system. I need to work within this context, a context that doesn't need a description, because it's very important that I am able to target these things properly, and that there's no hierarchy system going above the system that I'm deprogramming. Because if we have something that's not the right word, then how do I go above something else that says it's above that word? It becomes complicated. So let's just make it simple and get comfortable with the word God. It is the ultimate operating system, and I need to use that word to help you program the proper code in you. And you are very special. And I would never, ever, ever want you to have to go through this over and over and over again. We got to code you properly so that you can get your destiny and your purpose, and everything starts to come into alignment. So we got to do this right. So now take a deep breath and just thank God for being the operating system. And thank yourself for being you. And thank Mother Earth for the physicality that we have. And just take a deep breath and tune into the gravity that is you. You're a star. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And get excited. This is going to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. Thank you for being here, and have a beautiful day.